Eric Larson in the Operating System of Modern Theory of the State talked about, that combination of the state and capital that we've mentioned a few times. The state is a political, socio-cultural, and economic entity conceived and established by humans that controls the functions and relations in society, the economy, and with nature. The state, and this one's really important, the state claims a monopoly on determining personhood and the use of force and violence, right? And to put that in context of, our current, some current event conflicts, when you look at, what's happening in Gaza, the defense of the state of Israel, as it has a right to do that. But the social, the society, the people of Gaza, under the state, the modern theory of the state, they do not have the right to rebel. And we see this playing out in our narratives, right? When we see how governments talk about, Western governments talk about this conflict, we see this idea that the state claims monopoly, and it's essential for them to maintain that monopoly, right? Because if they don't, then they give us the power to rebel. And they really don't want that. They need that monopoly on the use of force and violence, and that monopoly on the legitimization of a people. And then the state is totalizing. It's hierarchical, technocratic, it fetishizes patriarchal leadership. It adopts a sense of adopts a sense of destiny. It absorbs and regulates. It extracts value from all social activities and enforces uniformity to squeeze out maximum profit. Right. So, there are still, like, my mentor Richard Gilman Opowski wrote his most recent book is about the communism of love. That's what it's called. And one of the things he talks about, right, is that love and these interpersonal relationships are some of the few bastions where it hasn't been commodified, but it has, right? They're trying really, really, really hard. And so, while we may still have those little glimpses, that's really the only place. Almost everywhere else in our lives, almost everything else that we do is interconnected with the state and capitalism, right? Because the state and capitalism are both, they're both totalitarian, right? They're both total in their control.